Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
One of the things I think that's wrong with this country, of course, we've talked about this many times, and that is the way the police are trained in this country. I would say not trained in this country. Let's take a look at two stories that came up on the Daily Mail. Two car chases, two different countries, and two very different outcomes. Now, in the first case, we've got an American tourist in Thailand. And what happens is it's a very chaotic traffic environment there. They drive on the different side of the road there, being a former British influence there. They don't drive on the same side of the road as Americans. So she goes down a road, she gets confused, and she starts panicking. At that point, the American woman, after she drove the wrong way, she started accelerating. She hit someone on a motorcycle, then she kept going. She hit other vehicles, 13 at last count. She even hit some pedestrians. What did the police do? Did they pull out guns? Did they shoot her? No. Actually, they did pull out some guns. They shot the tires to stop her. They shot out 3 of the tires before they could get her to stop. She apologized. Of course, the crowd was extremely angry. A lot of the people that she had hit, that she had nicked, were very angry. The police had to protect her from the crowd. Nevertheless, they kept their training. They didn't shoot her. And she said she had simply panicked. But what happened in America when this happened? Well, we see in the same publication, Daily Mail, we have a case. Of course, this happened a couple of years ago, but on the same day these two things come out, we have a situation where you've got a couple of people driving a car. They are going to be pulled over by the police. They panic. Why would they panic? Well, it seems like in America we have a history of killing people for no reason. These two individuals were doing nothing other than not pulling over. It turned into a car chase. It lasted for about 20 minutes. And at the end of it, the two occupants, who were unarmed, were killed. Now this cop, this has happened a couple of years ago, is on trial. Only one of the 13 police who were shooting is going on trial. This particular individual, though, stood on the hood of the car and fired 15 shots through the windshield in a gunfight that killed the unarmed couple. They say he's now facing 2 counts of manslaughter. And what happened with this? There was 137 rounds fired by the 13 officers. After the car had stopped, after everybody else had stopped shooting, this individual, his last name is Brello, jumped on the hood of the car and fired shots into the passengers through the windshield at close range. The passengers had never fired any shots back at anyone. Now, through this, he had fired a total of 49 rounds that night. It involved 60 police cars, 104 officers were involved in this, but they turned this into a Bonnie and Clyde episode. For what? These were not serial killers. These were not bank robbers. These were not people who had shot up bank after bank like Bonnie and Clyde. Why would they shoot their car 137 times? Why would this individual fire 49 shots, 15 of them standing on the hood of the car into the windshield? It's the way they're being trained. And when we look at this, we have to ask ourselves, I think, do we really want to have an army of police that are trained like this? This is a systemic problem. In this particular case, this individual is being tried for manslaughter, but we see over and over again that individuals who shoot unarmed people who are no threat to them whatsoever, and that's the key. It doesn't matter that somebody is breaking the law. We don't want to have an army of judge dreads who are judge, jury, and executioner on the streets, who can't control themselves, who go into a fit of rage, or who go into a panic. The Thailand police didn't do that. Why can't we have American police who don't do that? We used to have American police who didn't do that. It's the way they're being trained. And of course, the way we stop this is by reducing the number of police, by arming the public. We need to understand and remember, as I pointed out before, posse comitatus is not simply an act. Posse comitatus is the power of the community to protect itself. The community should have the power. The police can be there to guide it under emergency situations. When you do have a real Bonnie and Clyde, call out the posse comitatus to deal with it. You don't need an army of policemen. You don't need 60 police cars and 104 police officers firing 137 bullets at unarmed passengers. But what do we have instead? Instead, in this country, we see now a bill that's passed the Tennessee House of Representatives. You would think that a southern state might value firearms and the right to keep and bear arms more highly than they do, but this is the Tennessee House of Representatives that passed a bill last night that would make it illegal to have a squirt gun within 150 feet of a school. Now, of course, we have a federal law, which I think is absolutely insane, that says that you cannot have a gun within 1,000 feet of a school, but this would be part of a larger bill that would even bar people who have a concealed carry permit from taking guns into parks, because I guess they're going to turn the parks into a gun-free killing zone. That's what happens. That's why I don't support them having a ban on guns within 1,000 feet of schools, because we've seen how that works out. We just saw how that worked out in Kenya. It works out the same way here.
My name is Alex Jones. Most of you know me from my syndicated radio program and my documentary films, as well as Infowars Nightly News. When I got on air 20 years ago, I had discovered the globalist program, their plan to take over the world, and my focus went from running 6 miles every other day, swimming 2-3 miles a couple times a week, and lifting weights, to focusing on fighting the globalists. I've gone from 279 pounds all the way down to 235 pounds, and the weight's going off even faster. And it wasn't just that my weight loss accelerated. My muscle mass increased. My stamina, my energy levels exploded. Super Male has the key concentrated natural compounds that my body needed to go to the next level. Today is the day to take the InfoWarsLife.com challenge and to secure your bottle of Super Male or Super Female Vitality. Check them out today at InfoWarsLife.com or give our crew a call at 888-253-3139.